So now I'm going to share an article with you, and it's about a day. You can see right there. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can see here. April Fool's Day, tomorrow. So I repeat again, actually in our Muslim culture, the day is forbidden. We never observe this kind of day, but we are trying to discuss, we are trying to know what the things the European people used to do on that occasion, April Fool's Day. So let's see, April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day is celebrated on 1st April in many countries around the world. On this day, people play practical jokes on each other and have fun trying to make other people believe things that are not true. Actually, they used to play tricks, but the tricks that must not harm others. You will find that in the next para, you will find that actually they will play jokes, but the jokes must not be harmful or anyway, they will not be hurt by this kind of jokes. Give me a minute. Yeah, I think you can see the red mark right now, right? There is a pointer red mark. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, jokes with your, I would like to request you try to respond whenever I'm asking, try to speak, because there are so many participants. Sometimes I don't see who are there. So if you speak and if you try to contribute, then you must speak. And what will happen, I will know who are joining or who has joined the session. That would be really helpful. But if I just scroll down one by one who are joining, that's really tough. And we don't have enough time, you know. So jokes with your friends and family. In the UK and many other places, people play any kind of practical joke, but it's important to remember that, point to be noted. But it's important to remember that the joke should be funny for everybody and not make the other person feel bad. I have already shared that you will play, you can, that means outside, not our country, in European countries or UK, USA, they used to play jokes on that day, but these jokes must not be harmful to others or it will not make the other person feel bad. Some jokes you can play include this. So what kind of jokes they used to play there, we will be informed here. Make some fruit jelly in a glass. In a glass, make some fruit jelly. That means use different kind of fruits. And we all know that it's not harmful for us. Then ask someone if they want some juice. Give them the glass and watch them try to drink it. What will happen? Is there anyone who can who can just explain the thing? Actually, what kind of joke it is? Jelly in a glass, and then I am giving I am giving it one person to drink it. So what kind of joke you will find here? What kind of fun? Anybody here?
Maybe the jelly could be sticky on the person's
Yeah,
mouth,
right,
and it
right.
could be like,
They will think that all the things they can just swallow or they can just drink. But when they will try, jelly is sticky and it will not come out. So it's a fun. Another thing you can see, have you got a toy plastic spider? It's really horrible. Actually, it's plastic or real. Both of the objects actually, it's really horrible. You can see at the very beginning. It's a plastic, but it seems like real, horrible. And we shouldn't use or try this kind of joke because most of us are really afraid of this kind of spider. And it could be happen that somehow you will just hurt other person. That means it will get you heart attack also sometimes. So have you got a toy plastic spider, put it in someone's shoe? Oh, it's really daring and horrible. Then when they get scared, you can be the hero who takes the scary spider away. So just removing the spider away from the shoes, you can be the hero. But it could be really risky for others, especially the girls. They're really scared of spider as well as cockroaches, right? I want to hear from you. Anybody? So all of you are really courageous. None of you are afraid of the spider. Okay, that's really cool.
I'm afraid of, sorry, I'm afraid of spiders and cockroaches.
Yeah,
Here is me, sir.
I'm also. I'm also. I am not that type of just a problem, but actually it's kind of scary and it's really irritating. Whenever I see those things, I feel really bad. Okay, so next one, if you have a clock in your kitchen, get up early and change it to show it's 1 hour later. That means every day, every family has a schedule, right? That means all of you have to go to a school or to the private or to your parents still go to the offices. Then what you'll do? You can do one thing that change it to show it's 1 hour later. That means you can change the time of the clock, but not you cannot forward, you cannot just backward it, you have to forward it, so that when your parents or somebody will get ready and they'll be really in a hurry to go outside, then you can tell, okay, no, now it's not actually 8 p.m, it's actually 7 p.m, so you have 1 hour, still you have 1 hour to go outside. So another way. Then shout April Fool so that everyone knows it was a joke. Actually, it's not a part of our culture, I repeat, it's European culture. That means students or people from UK, USA, or different part of Europe, they used to play this kind of trick on the occasion of April Fool. And here you can see in France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Italy, and French-speaking areas of Canada, Switzerland, the first April tradition is known as the April Fish. They never observe the day like April Fool, April Fish. A common joke is to try to stick a paper fish onto someone's back when that person isn't looking. That means somehow you are putting or hanging the uh, fish made with paper on the back or over the shoulder someone, and they will not understand that something is hanging just behind him, and you can make a joke out of this. In many Spanish-speaking countries as well as the Philippines, there is also a special day for playing jokes, but it is in December instead of April. Philippines, I think perhaps it's Muslim. I am not sure about that, but there are so many Muslims there. They never play the trick, or they never observe the day, the very day I'm speaking, April. They, instead of April, they observe the same day in December. And even sometimes in the news, you will find this kind of joke. That means tomorrow is April, so you have to be very careful. Anybody can play a trick. It could be Google, it could be YouTube, it could be any kind of social network, social media, or your friends also. On April Fool's Day, there are often jokes in the news, on TV, or on websites. So you will find this kind of jokes happening or people trying to apply it different parts, just like news, TV, online platforms, websites. In 2008, so these are some real examples. In 2008, the BBC made a short video which showed the news that some penguins had learned to fly. And if you find any news in BBC like this kind of platform, definitely people believe that, okay, what happened? Penguins are flying. That's really odd. That's really amazing. So nobody will believe, but they will believe because BBC has been showed this. So this is the way they play. Sometimes different kind of websites, TV channels play jokes. Two big UK newspaper wrote about the important story on their front pages, and two big UK newspaper also wrote something important story that was not real to observe the day. Again, you can see here 1 year in the UK, a children's news program said that scientists had invented a brain ban. So this is another fake news to make people fool. That means a children's news program said that scientists had invented a brain band. That means if you use or wear a band in your hair, then your brain will work faster than before. We have already read out an article about April Fool's Day. Now I want to hear from you. What is your finding from the article? That means what the main message of the article? You can start. Mazharul Haq.
Yes, sir. The topic is about April Fool Day. In many countries of the world, especially the European countries, the April Fool Day is observed People place jokes to others to make the thing it's true, but it's not. But it's not true. Um, in France, Belgium, and some French-speaking countries of Canada and Switzerland, the day is known as April Fish. In the Philippines and the neighboring countries, they has also they have also special days like special days of April Fool, but it's in December instead of April.
Yeah, right. They used to observe the day December rather than in April. Okay, thank you, Mazhar. Well done. That means some important points you have mentioned. Thank you so much. Saum Khan, you will tell me what is the main message of this article shortly.
The main message of the article is in April Fool's Day, anyone can do any kind of pranks or jokes to you, but they shouldn't be harmful. Like it could be any kind of thing. They could do pranks, but everyone should enjoy it, and it should be just for fun and not for giving someone pain or harm or something like that. And that's why all over the world this kind of thing is celebrated, especially in the European and American countries. I think that's the main thing what you asked.
Okay, thank you, Saum Khan. And Mehjabin, can you tell me what is the last part?
Yes,
Last
sir.
part I discussed actually how can be, that means how we can apply this thing in your real life or in your practical life. Last two
Okay,
lines. Yeah.
like we can make pranks like um, snakes has legs, then penguin can flies, but we should remember that this will be not harmful for others. Sir, is it that?
Okay, okay, it's okay, but I am talking about actually the last message I have given. That means in your practical life, what we do when we'll get a news, what actually we do. We have so many platforms, Facebook, Twitter, messengers,
Okay,
then
like Google knows.
anybody who can share sound
So I
Khani.
can.
Okay, Benjamin,
Okay,
thank
so
you.
actually, what you meant is like if we hear a news, we don't like just check it is it real or fake or is it true. Just we just spread the news and it's harmful for others. Like if we say someone is dead and if we spread the news and after spreading the news all over the city, then we can just hear that he is not dead. Then that could be really terrified. So basically, we should first know a news and then see is it correct or not, and then spread. Because if we don't, then some miserable things like this could happen. So that's, I think you meant that.
Yeah, thank you so much. This one, yes, that is in your real life. Actually, every day we hear some news from different platforms, and some news are fake, some news are real. But when we get the news, we shouldn't spread the news everywhere until we just take it properly. That means we will check the message, we will try to identify the matter, and if it is really sensitive issues, we will not spread it. Okay, so that's the main message of this discussion or article. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir, I get it.